Yeah, I just thought I'd make a little video about my first ever stint in prison. I was known as a bit of a bail jumper when I was a kid. Obviously, we didn't have electronic tags or anything like that. So all you had to do, sometimes they made you sign at the police station, or you'd be on a curfew, where they'd say, right, be behind your door at 7, and so on. But what I used to do is wait till about 8, 9 o'clock. We're on about 86, 85, something like that. Wait till about 8 o'clock, then you knew the business wasn't going to call. So you'd up over the back garden fence and then you'd be round your mate's house. That's what I did. But anyway, my run of luck came to an end. My crimes, driving on a ban twice, impulsive stuff, which now when I look back with my ADHD, was all ADHD driven. I basically had a car, couldn't keep out of it. It was a buzz, it was giving me a dopamine buzz, which is what ADHD brains lack. But anyway, I've gone into court, fucking up we go. I thought, well, here we go again, gonna get bail, be back home having a cup of tea with father soon. And she turned round to me and said, right, you're off to Rochester prison, Philip, for 2 weeks remand. And that was like, did you just say Rochester prison? And that was it. They'd take you down. I can remember now as a 17-year-old being quite, not so much shitting myself or scared, but more apprehensive. Coming from the area that I've come from, we were used to a bit of rough and tumble, so it wasn't too bad. But anyway, land down in Rochester prison, celled up with some bloke, and I'm not racist, right? I'm not racist at all. But back then there was a lot of Asians in Rochester, and it was racist. And I was in number 10. And anyway, I'm in my cell. All these Asians start shouting out, number 10, you're going to get it in the morning, son. Obviously, coming from where I come from, you don't be quiet. So I started shouting at the door, we'll have it tomorrow then, lads. Me language has been wound down a bit. But anyway, the next day, slop out, the door opens, I'm sitting there on my bed, shitting it. I'm thinking, no, got all these Asians going to weigh me in. I've only been here a night. Anyway, fucking went out to slop out, got in the shit house bit where you slop out, looked round at all these Asians, and they all looking at me and giving me the thumbs up. And I was thinking, hello, what's going on here then? You know what I mean? What was their game? Just the intimidation game, that's all it is. It was the intimidation game. It didn't work with me. Saying that, I did my 2 weeks at Rochester, which was more like 2 years. If you're an ADHDer, you'll be clock watching permanently. It was very, very different back then. There was no TVs. I can remember a screw opening the door, saying, "In you go, Homewood. You're pissing and shitting in there, son." And that was my wake-up call to prison. You had a little bed, no sink or toilet or nothing, a little sort of sideboard thing. Anyway, I did me 2 weeks remand. I'll put the next bit in the next story because I'm off on another trip after me 2 weeks remand. Well, in fact, let's talk about after the remand. After the remand, I did 2 weeks, came back, got bail again. So I thought, oh right, she's giving me bail again. 2 weeks away from a sentence, 2 driving on a bans and about 1,500 quid's worth of driving fines. No MOT, no insurance, all that, all builds up. But yeah, that was my full sentence. And I'll let you know what happened in the next video, which is a young offenders based film. I won't say what young offenders yet, I'll leave that to the next one. But I didn't get the young offenders I wanted. Really wanted Feltham, but I didn't get Feltham. But anyway, it's got some funny stories to tell about where I did go. Same places where them Essex boys all met up. You know the Essex boys, murderers? Well, they all met up with the same nick as me, except I was in there before them. But anyway, thank you for listening to my video. I hope you'll like it. Subscribe, give me a like or something. It's a new channel, guys. I'm just starting up. I've got ADHD. I'm a bit bored, so I thought I'd fire up a few ADHD prison related stories, taking you right back to when there wasn't no mental health, there wasn't no nothing. The amount of boys I must have been locked up with that really shouldn't have been there, just there out of impulsive, I can't even say the word, being very impulsive is a very big trait of ADHD. So by the time you jumped in your car and you're driving down the road illegally, that dopamine is just booming in because you're doing something that's naughty, which is getting the dopamine. Anyway, I shall be here all night if I keep waffling. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Drop me some comments, drop me some questions. If you was in Rochester, Nick, drop me some questions. Catch you later. Have a lovely day, or evening, should we say.